I'm telling you, this studio would not let me be great today, but it is okay. It is okay because I am excited on this first Wednesday of 2024. I am truly excited. I feel so fortunate, so blessed to have started this platform in 2020 and to have been going. And here we are now at the beginning of 2024. And each year brings new and exciting additions, offerings. And we're excited in 2024. We're still going to look at pre recorded episodes. We're going to be launching some new things in the whole umbrella of my businesses, and I'm excited about that because they directly impact the community in your experience. It is just going to be a phenomenal 2024. It's going to be awesome. I know it to be so. The word that was given to me from the message on this past Sunday was New Year, no fear. And I have said multiple times that faith and fear cannot occupy the same space. So, fear, get out of here because it's a new year and it is time to walk in faith. Walk in faith, not by sight, not by what someone else says can be done, knowing that you know because God has told you so. I want to thank you for being here tonight. Welcome to the first episode of Get to Know Bob in 2024. I am your host, Sonia M. Weaver. I am truly thankful for all of your support, for your encouragement, for your prayers, even for your criticism, feedback, and all that good stuff, because it helps us be better than where we were on yesterday. And I know from where we're started, we just have everything in front of us. So I am just so excited to be here this evening. I might not be before you the whole hour, to be honest. You know, our last episode was right before Christmas. I think we were on for maybe 35 minutes, giving you a good recap of some Bobs to support during the holiday season, those last minute gifts and those stocking stuffers. I want to thank you all. I had people who reached out and said, thank you for doing that show. They were able to support Bob and they were also able to give some great gifts to people by doing so. It is always a pleasure to get your feedback. So, and I'm gonna be honest, you know, of course, when you get constructive feedback, it may not always feel warranted, but once you kind of reflect sometimes, and if it's coming from a good place, you know the difference. You know when people are just trying to say something for the sake of saying something. I don't even entertain those. But when people are actually giving constructive feedback, I do take the opportunity to listen because we will all want to grow and improve. And that's why I do coaching. That's why we have coaches, because when you're in the field and or on the court, you're in the game. You don't always see the big picture. So when someone who genuinely is invested in what you're doing and wants you to succeed sees something that you don't see because you're in it, it allows for you to take a pause and reflect and then see, how can I apply this to make myself better? Is there some warranty here, right? And so, yes, I encourage, if you guys have any suggestions or that you want in the show that you feel will make it great, please let me know. I'll be honest. If you remember the show with Charles McKay, we kind of talked about, you know, if we come from an area of drama, then, you know, the amount of engagement would go up. I kind of had that conversation this past week. I mean, if I come at you and say, hey, here's the facts when it pertains to our community, here's the facts. Do you want to stay like this? And come at you hard in that kind of way and be like, hey, if you want to be modern day slaves, is that what we're working towards? You know, those kind of things. Is that really something that you want from me? I'm just curious, because some days I feel that way. I get very frustrated because I'm presenting this information that's really going to help and benefit the community. And sometimes it feels like it's falling on deaf ears, that you rather hear slang and, what is it, negativity and bashing one another, like housewives and drama and all this craziness. That's where the engagement is. But when it comes to, hey, this is how we can get together and uplift one another and make impact and come together and change our community, y'all like wah 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 wah, like Charlie Brown, like we don't care what you're saying, wah wah wah. And so, yes, I get frustrated. I want to be like, wake the F up, people. Seriously. We have more power than you want to admit. We have more power than you think. We can do a lot more than you think. What we do well is complain. And I'm tired of hearing y'all complaining. It's time to be about it. It's time to do it. Like Nike, just do it. Right. And so I don't know, 2024, you might get a little bit of that from me, just because I am frustrated a little bit, only because I know what we can do collectively. We've done it before. History has shown what we can do, so much so that it creates jealousy, so much so that it creates war, that it creates people wanting to strategically come together and take. Okay. So no one would take all that time to do these things if we weren't phenomenal, if we weren't contributing, if we couldn't offer more than what we're doing. It's just that the way they found to overcome or to conquer, or whatever word you want to use, is to keep us fighting us, to keep us from unifying together. The moment that we really decide to do that and to get over all of this BS and to really see how unity can work, really get out of our egos, get out of trying to be a leader, get out of mistrust, get out all this stuff that keeps us from doing what's necessary to just that simple formula. It's a simple formula. Other cultures are doing it right before us and have been doing it right before us, and probably looked at us and took the formula anyway, and then say divide and conquer, right? When we already know that, there's unity. When unity happens, things happen, right? Progress happens. And so we see other communities uniting and spending their monies with each other and supporting one another and doing all these things. And year over year, communities getting stronger. And we just sit back and watch ours deteriorate and complain. And so, yes, I am a little bit frustrated because it's right in front of our eyes. And we rather argue with one another than to say, well, hey, we haven't tried unity. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. What could we lose at this point, right? Seriously. But if we keep going down the path we're going, and if we keep trying to do other people's formulas, that truly doesn't work for us and the type of people we are, that formula of kill, steal, and destroy, and fight your way to the top, and bite and backstab and do all these crazy things, might get you there, might get one or two there, but we're talking about a collective community uniting and moving forward as one force. That formula doesn't work for that. The only way that happens is through unity. And I think I'm gonna continue to talk about it, but I'm also going to be about it. And so that kind of lets us go right into the be about it. There's going to be almost like a bomb went into my businesses and blew up. Okay. Because some things needed to blow up. Some concepts needed to blow up. And I had to have a sit down with a few people who told me, it's time for you to charge your worth. It's time for you to charge for all of the things you've been doing for free. And that was a hard pill to swallow. It really was. I'm going to tell you, because my passion to do things for my community and see this change is huge. It is not me just out here because it sounds good. You know, if you look at my track record, if you I do give, I do live by our principles to create awareness of Black businesses, to encourage support of Black businesses, ultimately to promote unity for the restorations of our communities within. And so I stand on those principles. And for those of you didn't or don't know, you will see a lot more coming out about my coaching. I've been coaching for close to, well, 20 years, if not getting at 20 years. And on the corporate America side, and really watching my teams and people who I've coached grow and walk in their purpose, achieve goals, and all of these things. And so I decided to actually have that be the lead, because I took, and not really realizing, I took Deals with Bob and focused on coaching Black businesses by creating a whole separate entity of a business under the umbrella of my coaching skills. And that's what I've been doing for Black businesses, is coaching, from either taking people from no business where it was a hobby to businesses, or helping businesses in the infancy scale, helping those go to next level, etc. It's all been via coaching through certain programs that I have, or just, you know, one-on-one coaching and inspiring. So much so that I am going to go with finally what I believe is my huge umbrella, and that is being a confidence creator. I believe that when your confidence is there, you have the ability to believe in oneself to move forward. That also is where we're going to have a PM plugged in. So as we talk about a little bit coming up, vision is huge, and vision goes hand in hand with confidence. If you don't have confidence, you can have a vision, but without that confidence to believe that you're capable of achieving that vision, it's not going to happen. So look out for this month. I'm excited about our year in review, our 2023 year in review. So we are going to have some guests before our year in review, but we have to do our year in review so that you can just remember all the phenomenal guests we have from 2023. And just a couple of clips will be thrown in there of some key, just like those nuggets that they shared that really need to resonate and hit you one more time. We're going to make sure those get replayed so that you have that going into 2024, because there were so many gems that people said in the episodes throughout 2023 that we want to make sure that you remember those at the beginning of this year. Now, getting back to unity and collectively working together. One thing that's happened with the explosion from within, like I told you, we went in and exploded everything under the Deals with Bob umbrella. It was important at the time of creation to have a Black owned business directory. This was pre Facebook groups. This was pre different things that have been now out there created that weren't there during the time when we first launched the directory. And at that time, my focus was to ensure that this was an engaging type of directory, that it was not just a place where businesses sat. And for the most part, we did that for the people who paid. So the people who paid had different packages and different levels based on what they were paying for. We're going to kind of keep some of that, but we tweaked it and improved it. So more to come as I continue sharing. But one thing that did happen was in the previous format, if you were a Black business, whether you were paying or not, you had a listing on this directory. It was your name and your phone number or email address, depending on which one you wanted visible. That was it. There was no specific branding. There was no description of what you did. You were in certain categories though, so if you were automotive related, you were in the automotive category. If you were an event, planner, you were under our special occasions, etc. So you were in the appropriate category, but you really were just listed with name and contact. I did that in the beginning because I wanted there to be, like, even if you weren't paying, you were there. My format was the old Yellow Pages. If you remember old Yellow Pages, where you had all these little teeny businesses listed, and then you had these quarter page ads, full page ads, and those were the people who were paying, right? So it's that same concept. Even though you were listed, you were superseded in your category by people who were paying to be on there, and they had all of this full thing, their own branding and etc. Advice from some well-trusted people who guided me again, who coached me, that no longer am I offering free. Okay, I am doing this entrepreneurship lifestyle full time now, and therefore I have to look at how valuable every single moment of time is for me. And I cannot take the time to continue to upload businesses that are not contributing towards my business. So as a result, we are not, I should say, marketing the directory. The directory exists, but it exists as part of your core membership. And that's CORE, core, because that's our community of reputable entrepreneurs. You want to be part of core. You want to join core and have your core membership. Now, part of that membership will be a listing on the directory. So yes, we want to continue to have ways that we're creating awareness and encouraging support of your business. That's never going anywhere, because again, we have to unify, we have to move collectively. And the only way we're going to have unity and support is for people to have awareness of who you are and what you do. So with that being said, I was just at an event on a panel, and one of the key things as we were leaving, because we were talking about this whole unity thing and supporting, I was on a panel for Ujamaa for Kwanzaa, and that's collective economics. And they first thing someone said was, well, where's the directory? Where's the listing of all our business? And I said, hey, I have one. So, but we have revamped it. So it is now part of core. When you get your core membership, you will be listed on the Black Business Directory. You will have full branding of your business. That is your unique logo. That is a 150 character description of your business. That is links to your social media, links to your website, your email, phone number, etc. It is everything about your business now. There's no difference in, you will be listed in 2 categories, and it is not going to have just, these small little things in it. It is literally going to be a unique branding for your business. But your membership will also give you access to resources. Yes, to networking, to deals, discounts, giveaways, and rewards, to being able to do bartering with other businesses within the core group. Okay, so if you are a core member, and let's say you are starting your business out and you need to have a new upgraded website, you can find someone listed as another core business and reach out to them to see if they offer bartering. I'm highly encouraging people to do bartering if possible, but maybe that person doesn't need your business. You can incorporate a third business in to say, hey, do you want to join this barter group and offer your services as a barter? Because there's always something a business owner will need as you move forward. you might not be in a position to be able to afford it or to afford all of it. Maybe it'd be a percentage knocked off. But you as a business owner also offer thing of value, right? You're in business, so you're offering something of value. Someone else out there needs what you need. And if you get the right people together, you can barter where you may not have the resources as tangible dollars. And that's another advantage of being part of CORE and having your CORE membership. And then there's going to be the affiliate commissions. Get excited. CORE members will intentionally recommend you as another CORE member. And for that affiliate recommendation, yes, they will get a commission for it. And that's going to be always explained in the whole thing when CORE members join. You're going to know about all of these offerings and more. I mean, being part of other groups and affiliates throughout your state, throughout your demographics is going to be just phenomenal. Being able to have your content, your webinars, all of those things added into this network for other people to be able to have access to and to share it with other people is going to be phenomenal. To have this CORE membership is something I'm truly excited about. I am truly excited about and where that's going to go. So get excited as you see new things coming and being posted out there about CORE. If you are a Black business owner, get ready to join CORE. Get ready to join a community of reputable entrepreneurs. Now, so we had also talked about vision, and I said I was going to put a plug in or put a pin in right there for vision. During the month of January, and I'm hoping that you can see this, during the month of January, you want to keep an eye out for the flyers and announcements, advertising, reels, however they come out for the vision events. So this is not your typical vision board party. No, vision board is great because vision is great and needed. But Linked has taken it to the next level. Linked has offered you your vision bracelet. This is your opportunity to wear and carry your vision with you throughout 2014. Empower your tomorrow. Wear your vision today. And that is what they're saying. So empower your tomorrow by wearing your vision today. And they have 2 vision bracelets that they are offering. This one is your I Am Enough bracelet. This is the one that you can bead to remind yourself just how great you are. It starts off like, you are a queen, hon. Now this is for women, as you can see, but it's reminding you that you are a queen. It is reminding you that you are blessed. And to see the words, probably can't get the right angle of here, but yes, there's words engraved in here that you are blessed, that you are a gem, you are a diamond, you sparkle, my darling dear, right? Remind yourself, my darling dear. This one says that you are beautiful. Remind yourself you're beautiful, especially on the days when you don't feel like it. You can look down to your bracelet and be like, hey, no, I'm beautiful. This is almost like your affirmation bracelet that just came to me. You're affirming yourself, right? You are loved. You see that heart right there? You are loved. This one says that enough. You are enough. You are more than enough. Don't let anyone tell you any differently, right? And there's so many other different charms you can add, but this is just an example of how you remind yourself throughout 2024, your vision of how you see yourself, reminding yourself that every single day you are encouraging yourself and affirming yourself, and you wearing this bracelet with you. Now, here is the actual vision bracelet on this side. And again, this is just pre-ideas done up. You can choose whatever charms that meet your personal vision. This is a little bike. Let's say you want to exercise more throughout 2024. This little bike is going to remind you to do your exercising throughout the year. Here we have an airplane. Get excited. I am going to be traveling in 2024. I got my little airplane reminding me of that. Here goes my cross right here, letting you know that I'm going to focus more on my spirituality and my relationship and connection with my God. I love that one. This one says love. Ooh, maybe I am going to work on my current love, my marriage, or maybe I'm going to be looking for a new love or a new relationship, whatever that might be for you, for your vision. That is awesome, just to add it to your bracelet. This one, okay, here goes a money bag. Okay, right. Who's not going to be collecting them coins in 2024, right? Holding on, get my money bag, getting the money bag together, having it grow and get larger. So these are just some of the charms that have been added on here. Believe me, there are so many more charms. I mean, you can have every space on your bracelet occupied with charms, depending on what your vision is for the year. But remember, just like a vision board, you don't want to have it with so much on there, because then you can lose focus. You don't want it to be a life board or a life bracelet. You want this to be, what are those main things that you are focusing in on for 2024? And then you want to wear your vision wherever you go. This is done in a beautiful silver that shimmers, that will go with any and everything you wear throughout the year. What is beautiful about it is that it does that. Unlike a vision board, which you do place in a place in your house that you will be able to see it every day, because that's what vision does. It allows you to see it, so you visualize it. Literally, you are wearing this and carrying this with you every single day wherever you go. So you might be out and about and something happens and you need to look down at this bracelet right here to remind you of your vision. You may be at a store and see this phenomenal sale that you like, oh, let me buy this, but look down at your bracelet and it's like, no, I have a vision to travel. So me traveling is more important than me buying X, Y, and Z. That is just how powerful this vision bracelet is. And we are so excited that here on Get to Know Bob, we have announced it first for this year. No other promotion has gone out from Linked yet. We have been the first to bring it to you about the vision bracelet. So you can have your standard vision bracelet that you're going to bead, and you can have your reminder that you are enough, your affirmation bracelet that reminds you who you are and what you can accomplish. Either one of these are phenomenal, or hey, make both of them, whichever you choose to do. But the main thing is that it's going to lock in and hone in on what your 2024 vision is, and you're going to empower your tomorrow and wear your vision today and every day throughout 2024. We're so excited for Linked, and we thank them for allowing us to be the first to announce their amazing vision bracelets. And they have an event coming up in January for the public to bead these bracelets. Now, if you want to have your own vision event, you can do so by going to www.rulinked.com. That is rulinked.com, the letter R, the letter U, LYNKED.com. Or you can give them a call at 734-325-9001. And you can schedule your private vision event. Get excited, because January is the time in which you want to get your vision together. This is not about New Year's resolutions. Okay, we on our platform always said no New Year's resolutions. It is lifestyle changes and tangible goals. That has always been my motto, not New Year's resolutions. Having a clear, defined vision of what you're going to be focusing on in 2024 is definitely something that we encourage and recommend. Having a clear vision is the beginning for you to have a clear plan of action for achieving those goals. So get your private vision board. Get your private vision parties scheduled today with Linked, or look out for their open to the public vision event coming in January. Now, what's also part of New Year's for a lot of people is making sure that they are set and sound financially. Financial education, investing, life insurance, all of these different aspects. Even home ownership can fall under there. Getting prepared for home ownership. All of those aspects are great. So I want to let you know that on next Wednesday, one of our financial gurus will be in the house, the phenomenal Crystal Gunn. We absolutely appreciate the support that we get from Crystal, and for her to be a business that has been represented and continues to be represented on our directory. So she will be transitioning as one of our core members, and we could not be more excited. She is definitely part of our community because she is a reputable entrepreneur. She has a plethora of wealth in the financial industry, and she has a special announcement that's coming up where she's going to be launching a new endeavor. This conversation is going to be fire. You need to set your alarm like today and get prepared for this conversation on next Wednesday. I am just looking forward to it. I'm excited about how she makes impact in people's lives and truly makes changes happen for people. This is just always, whenever Crystal's on, it's a conversation that I'm excited about and that someone always benefits from. I am looking forward to it. If you can't tell, I'm really looking forward to it. Then I am in the process of finalizing a booking with a guest that we previously had who was so inspiring. His story, it was very inspirational, just how he was able to maintain his character and his integrity during something that was so horrifically done. But the story is not over. There's some new things that came up recently, and I don't want to let the cat out the bag, but those who maybe follow him on social media know a little bit what I'm talking about. But we definitely, after we saw this, wanted to make sure we incorporated a conversation with him this month. And if it doesn't happen, it will definitely be early next month. But we are going to do our best to make it happen this month because the story has not ended. And I need to have the conversation so that we can see what can we collectively do to right this wrong. So when you think the wrong has been righted, if that's a way to say it, righted, and it's not, what can we do then to make sure that that wrong does get right? And I'm hoping that as we have this conversation, that you, me, and whomever else might be watching can offer suggestion on how to right a wrong. So I'm looking forward to that conversation because of that. I'm not looking forward to it because I'm kind of pissed that we have to have it in the first place. But we don't shy away from the hard conversations. We never have here. And it's having those hard conversations that allow for us to have breakthroughs, that allow for us to get to the next levels, etc. So we have some more guests that are going to be booked. We're going to have our year in review. We're going to speak with Miss Phenomenal Crystal Gunn. We're going to be adding this guest that I just talked about to it. January is going to be really exciting. And as we get prepared for February, just make sure you're just on the lookout for what's coming out. Yeah, make sure that you continue to stay engaged. That's going to be my ask for you. Stay engaged. Make sure you share with others. We don't really want to grow from controversy. Or I told you, I might be frustrated and some of it might come out, but I don't want to really grow because I'm out here cussing and getting upset. I mean, that is not really how I want to grow. But I'm not going to shy away from my true feelings anymore, too. If I'm frustrated, I'm going to tell you why I'm frustrated, and it's going to come out with some frustration, just to be honest. And I'm going to be comfortable enough with doing that. I believe that my integrity, my what is it called? I'm losing the word. My reputation has already preceded itself. So for you to see the totality of me as a person, I believe is okay at this stage. I am not brand new, again, my character, but I do have moments, right? I do have moments of frustration, which leads into my last part that I wanted to make sure that I touched on this first show in 2024. And that's to talk about how I ended 2023. And for the first time ever, I took a liquid fast where I had no food. And I'm not bragging. So let me make that disclaimer right now, because I do believe in the word. You don't go out bragging like I'm fasting. And I didn't share it with people during really the time I was fasting, only those that were close enough that I asked for their prayer during that time. But I'm not saying this even now in a way to, be bold, well, not bold, but to brag, about, hey, I fasted for 14 days just on a liquid, just on water. It let me know, I guess it can be done. But what I would say is I was led to do so, and my spirit was compelled to do so. And after I researched it before doing it, because I've researched fasting before, but I had to research it again because of the way I was feeling compelled to do so. And I happened to have come across during all of the research one particular thing, just specifically talking about a true fast where it's like no food. And my spirit just connected like heart with it. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I thought it was going to be very difficult as far as, oh my goodness, I'm going to be hungry for everything. And I really didn't. I didn't have a strong desire of missing out on anything. But what did happen is I had a very traumatic days, multiple days. I think it was about 5 days, upon which where it felt like I was in this deep, dark place. And during that experience is when I realized at some point in it where I heard God speaking to me, telling me that all I need is to seek him, to seek God. And in that moment, as I began then day after day, just seeking God, I started to get out of that darkness. And during the darkness, a lot of things were revealed to me. And I'm not going into that now because that was personal. And that's why I feel like when you do have a fast that you should go in. I was excited because I was going in with expectation of having whatever with God, not knowing what it is, but knowing that in a fast and praying and fasting, God will be there. And I was excited. I wasn't prepared for that days of darkness that I experienced, but I still got something from it. And I thank God for it. But what other thing it let me know, and this is for you, this is the testimony I want to share, is just know that you are more disciplined than you can ever imagine. This path I chose for entrepreneurship is exciting for me, and it is something within me. It's something that has been in me since I was a child. Actually, it was something in me that was in me before I was me, right? It is my purpose. It is my path. And it's not an easy one, and it's a scary one, and there's fear in it, but there's faith in it, and there's all of these roller coasters of emotion in it. But one thing's for sure is that God's excitement of what this purpose is is so overwhelming that I am more excited about that than any and all the other fears with it. And I say all that to say that during this fast and the completion of this fast is that I have reflected and recognized I have more self-discipline than I ever imagined. And I am capable of doing the discipline that's needed in order to move through this thing called entrepreneurship. And that I recognize that in the moments where it gets dark, God is always with me. And even though I don't always see what I think I should see at this point in time, I know that things are already happening and working. That is what's so exciting. That is what's so exciting. So, what I want to leave with you at the end of this first episode of 2024 is that at the beginning of the year, you can do it. You can do it. You have more in you than you've ever thought possible. You have more in you. You have a strength in you that you don't even know. And when you just tap into it, even a little bit to start with, you will do more than you have ever imagined. And the reason why so much doesn't happen is because the level of discipline that it takes, a lot of people don't have it or don't have the desire for it or give up, right? And there were some times towards the end where it did get like rocky. Like the first few days, I would say even maybe the first 7 days or 6 days, or it was like, woo, then it went into this darkness. Then out of the darkness you come, and then it's like, okay, I want to eat everything for the last 3 days, like really, really crazy, like hard. But I was like, why? I'm like at the finish line. Why give in now? Right? I had to keep talking to myself. You are too close to give in. You are too close to give in. You are too close to give in. But even talking to myself, yes, was able to do so. And then leaning on those people who were like there that I did share what was going, just, getting what I needed and encouragement to keep going. That was very important, that they coached me during the end and helped me still get over the finish line. And getting over the finish line, OMG, how that felt. Health-wise, just being alert and having energy and just not having to be on different meds. It's really was eye-opening on so many levels. How really the argument of what you put in here affects your totality of health is true. Nothing was going in here but water. Have to stay hydrated with water, learning the importance of water and how everything in you, your cells, your muscles, your organs are water dependent. So increase your water intake. Just a lot of health things came out of it. Just total awareness of a lot of things came out. So I'm not telling people to go out there and just do what I did and fast, but I will say, research it. If you feel you're wandering, if you feel you don't quite know what to do, if you feel you don't know the voice of God, whatever it is, begin researching, begin reading the word, reading the Bible, begin with prayer, and then see, if that combination of prayer and then fasting is something that you want to incorporate. That is just my testimony I wanted to share with you. What else in 2024? 2024 may have some programming coming up. I'm excited. I'm a 70s baby, so we're in the process of on the flip side, on the flip side. Those are going to be some pre-recordings coming from my coaching platform. So get excited to see those to help, encourage you and give you confidence and understand on the flip side. I'm excited about that. Just so many positive things coming that 2024 is going to just be the next level from 2023. Some muscles were created, some stamina, some strength happened in 2023 because 2024 is next level. You're going to need it in order to go up. And I don't know what all is going to happen and be revealed, but what I do know is that I have prepared myself in order to have the accountability, to have the blueprint, to have the pathway to do so. And I'm excited for all the new people who I'll be working with to help them do the same. We thank you here at Get to Know Bob for always supporting us. On Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we encourage you to tune in. If you can't watch us live, to watch our replay. Most importantly, to make sure you have subscribed and to make sure that you share. We can be very impactful together. Unity starts with a made-up mind to do just that. And I will continue to encourage you to support Bob. I am Sonia Weaver. As always, I encourage you to spend with purpose because your dollar does matter, and deal with Bob. Have an amazing night. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.